Hello friend, in this video we'll see UGC Psychology. Unit 2 Part 2 with a short notes for you. In the next upcoming videos we need MCQ also will prepare. So today we'll discuss about the topic variables and operational definitions. So what is variables? Where it works? So what are the functions of it? All those things we'll see step by step, one by one. First, variables. So we know that in research, the variables are very important. And a variable is anything that can vary. Like it may be moving, for example, take happiness is a variable or depression is a variable, like that more things. And there are two types, dependent variable and independent variable. So we'll call it as IV, independent variable. That variable that is manipulated. Okay. So this independent variable can be manipulated and this is the cause. The second one is, as I told, DV, dependent variable. The variable measured. This is the measured. This is the effect. Cause is independent and dependent is effect. Okay, this you keep in mind. Third is extraneous variables. Variables other than independent variable that may influence dependent variable must be controlled. So this is the third type of variables we are seeing here. And the fourth is confounding variables. So confounding variables in the sense type of extraneous variable that systematically varies with the independent variable. So when independent variable changes, this confounding variables also will change and sometimes it creates false results. Fifth is control variables. This held constant to avoid influence. So this variable will be always in constant, so it won't affect that. So because it no need to influence it. Sixth is moderator variable. It influences the direction or strength of the relationship. For example, age moderates the effect of training on performance, like that. Okay. So this is a moderator. So it tells the direction or strength of the relationship. Seventh is mediator variable. It explains relation between independent variable and dependent variable. For example, motivation mediates effect of rewards on performance. Okay. So this thing mediate, like how it explains the relationship between IV and DV. IV means independent variable and DV means dependent variable. And the B part here is second part, operational definitions. An operational definition tells how a variable will be measured. So they will explain that how it will be measured. So why we need this? And we see that it removes ambiguity like confusions, all those things, and makes variables measurable and allows replication. Okay, increases reliability and validity. So these two things are very important in the research in psychology, reliability and validity. So when you check how many times also it give a proper thing and you should have proper validity. The examples like stress, cortisol level, stress score on PSS. These are the measuring papers they have separately for stress. Aggression, number of punches, hits in 5 minutes. Depression, score on BDI scale. Okay, that's a score sheet where you can use it and count it. The fourth point here is hypothesis. Hypothesis means what we guess it may happen like this. If you are more happy, you will get successful. You are sad, feel this is the like example, no? Like we'll predict something. They give a proper definition. A hypothesis is a testable prediction about relations between variables. Okay, maybe happiness, positivism, and depression. These three are how these three are connecting. With the help of hypothesis, will connect. The characteristics like testable, it should be clear, it should be specific, and based on theory or observation. These are the characteristics of hypothesis, and even it should be operationalized. Okay, operationalized. Like this means that there should be a proper way to control this or use it in operation in that. And there are many types of hypothesis. We call it as H. Okay, to denote hypothesis, we'll use H. As I told, to denote this hypothesis, we use H, H1, H0, all those things. First, we call null hypothesis. We denote this as H0. It sets no relationship. For example, there is no difference in stress levels between men and women. So when you compare both things, stress, men and women, H0, that means there is no hypothesis. Next is H1, alternative hypothesis, states there is a relationship. Okay, it may be directional, all those things. So in second point, alternative hypothesis H1 you mentioned, it says that there is a relationship. And A point, directional, it predicts direction. For example, meditation increases happiness. The direction, no, where it's B is non-directional, predicts difference without direction. There won't be any proper direction. For example, there is a difference in happiness score between groups. As I told you, the B non-directional. It predicts difference without direction. There is no difference in happiness scores between groups. Okay. Third is research hypothesis. This is very important. Conceptual statement written in words. For example, stress reduces memory. This is the third type of hypothesis. For example, they say that conceptual statement written in words like stress increases memory. No, it won't happen. It will be written. And the fourth point is statistical hypothesis. Written formally, tested by stats. They'll do research and they'll take a number order and they do it by numerical states, no, like statistical way. So this happens like that. Okay. Thank you.